You didn't hear that here.
Who we kidding? I knew Luke way back in the day.
So, you know.
But they said no, so that's how the whole thing happened. But initially, I wasn't even going to record, but no. That's worked out all right.
And you're still all these years.
All these years.
I mean, you're still.
I'm getting so old.
Do you need me to help
That
you?
suck.
But
Thanks, babe.
to be honest, though, I mean, you look at it, even athletes, even like professional football players. A lot of times when they're done playing football, they kind of lose that muscle and everything. And you have.
Well, I still work out every day. I worked out this morning. I was in the gym. I do about 40 minutes of cardio every day. Water's important, guys. A lot of water. Cardio is important.
So what's a routine for you? Like how do I I want to be Hercules. How do I become Hercules?
So it was 1998. We're on seasons. A year got a woo. I like that. I'm back in the States I was doing Leno, led him a couple shows, and I had an extra couple days to play in the Waste Management Golf Tournament. I love the golf, so it was a PGA event. It's a big event.
Yeah.
All the stars there. And Tiger Woods, it was his first full year on tour. And at that time, he weighed 140 pounds wringing wet. And he came walking in the gym at the hotel. We're staying in the same place, and he flipped out because I was still doing Hercules, all big, long hair. And he goes, "Oh my God, we watch you at Stanford all the time, man. We watch you." So I showed him my workout. So I take full credit for bulking Tiger up. In fact, I'll be playing his tournament again in Vegas, the Tiger Jam. It's a fun event. So we've stayed friends all these years, which is pretty cool.
We need a residual check, right? Please.
That's right. That's right. I'll take 1% of his earnings.
Do we have any questions? I know a lot of people have questions, but everybody is the nervous person to be coming up here first. So who wants to be the first person to ask a question? You can come up here. You can ask it from your chair.
We do have a DVD set up, right? Where's that room? I want to show something here before we leave.
Yeah, we got the TV behind us.
Cool. So we can show something up. Awesome.
I had read that you have some Midwest ties. I wonder if you could talk about that, your ties to.
Go Vikings, go Minnesota Gophers. Sorry. I am from Minneapolis area, yes. and I was actually at the game last year when Rodgers got taken out for most of the year. I was there for that tackle at that game, but there's obviously a good rival. I've got a brother who actually went to college here. I have another brother that's been living in Milwaukee for almost 40 years now. He lives in West Dallas. He was out yesterday. So he became a Packer fan. So I said, damn it, you were never a Viking fan. So we got to have that rivalry, But I'll be honest with you, if the Vikings are out, or even anybody, I was pulling for your baseball team, guys. Trust me, I still pull for the area. I'm a Midwest guy, so I come back usually every summer because I don't miss the weather coming your way right now. After 22 years, I said I'm done. I'll put up with the crap of Hollywood and the traffic and taxes so I can golf in February.
I'm a Midwest person too.
Where are you from?
I'm Indiana.
Okay.
So
that's okay.
Yeah. But it's very much like you're talking about. Like it's so nice during the summer, spring.
Oh, so I heard you guys didn't have a great September, October. I heard it wasn't great. That's usually my favorite time of year here. I love that crisp air and the trees changing.
And as soon as that cold air hits.
I know. I shot a movie in French Lick, Indiana.
Oh, really?
Years ago, I shot a sci-fi movie. Yeah.
I won $500 at the casino in French Lick.
Did you really? Well, it's got that casino there. They renovated it. It's a beautiful casino. And they kept telling me the floor man, they said there's a woman, there's a ghost on that floor. And here's the weird thing. They said it was sold out. I never saw a person on my floor, so I started kind of freaking out. And every time I walked in the elevator, it's an old casino. And then you walk to the elevator, it was this long hallway. And they said she hangs around the right side of the elevator. So I'm like, hair standing up. I'm like, oh.
Did you go looking?
Oh, heck yeah. Heck yeah. That'd be kind of cool, actually.
We need you on Ghost Adventures.
So, anyway, go ahead, sir.
Anyway, talking about Minnesota, your brother Tom and my brother Steve Gabriel were college roommates.
Yes.
So I saw you once before you were famous.
I got to tell you, Sorbo's not a real usual name. It's not very common. It's a Norwegian name, but my mother's maiden name is Thompson, which is very obviously common. And when Hercules started, My brother, at the time, he used to be a teacher and a wrestling coach at St. John's Military Academy in Delafield. And then he became a bartender for a while. I got tired of that, so he became a bartender for a while. And he was working at the bar. And Hercules was going, that's my brother. They're going, oh, bull, that's not your brother. Because he's, I'm 6'3", he's 5'8". So, and they hate that. He hates that. But it's so funny, they wouldn't believe it. They wouldn't believe it for a while. So those guys were funny. They went to college together up in Fargo Moorhead, Concordia College.
Yeah.
He was so funny. I remember I had a really cheap car. I'm not going to even name the brand. And I couldn't get it going one day. And Steve opens up my the hood to look at it. He goes, "Oh my God, no wonder it doesn't work. There's no motor in here." It's like a Flintstone car. So it was pretty funny. But yeah, he was just here yesterday. I took him out to dinner last night. Had a nice time. They drove in, him and his son. Which is pretty cool.
Where did you go to eat?
It's at, what's the hotel? Is it State Line or something? It's in a really nice hotel here.
No.
Edgewater? Does that sound right? Yeah. There's a restaurant, like a steak restaurant, fish restaurant in there. State House. State House. Really nice. It was good. So they recommended it. Of course, I had to pay for it, but still. it's all good.
I imagine you with a huge just steak right in front of you.
I did.
Next question, right here.
I remembered watching you when I was a child. I had it on VHS. I feel so old. But anyways.
Stop with the age stuff. Okay?
Do you remember VHS?
Oh my God. I remember, there was a comedian talking about that. She bends over, she goes, "Gather around, children, I'm going to tell you something they used to call the landline." You know what I'm talking about? She's very funny.
It was a Netflix original.
Yes, the landline.
Or the internet where you have to plug in and you have to get off the phone.
Yeah.
Or the internet is disconnected.
Scary times.
You've Got Mail. Still a very good movie, by the way, Tom Hanks. Anyway, was there a question? You just want to make fun of my age?
Obviously, we're making fun of ours, but... But anyways, my question was, how did you start on your acting career?
I don't know if anybody knows Minneapolis area. There's a thing called the Guthrie Theater there. It's a very famous theater. In fact, a lot of people from Hollywood come out there. Broadway come out there to perform there. A lot of people don't know Minneapolis has more theater per capita than New York City does. They really support the arts there. And I was 11 years old. We went there to see a play. It was The Merchant of Venice. It was, Shakespeare. I didn't know what the hell they were saying. But I was mesmerized by the actors on stage. And on the way home, my mom said, "So what do you think?" And I said, "Yeah, I think I'm going to be an actor." And she goes, "That's nice, dear." But I was a jock too. I played a lot of football, basketball, and baseball, and we make fun of the people in the drama department. I fell in those cliques. And
take me back to high school.
Sorry. No, even the burnouts and the nerds liked me because I was a nice guy to everybody. I'd sing "Smoking in the Boys' Room" in the locker room with all the burnouts in there. But that sort of stuck with me, and it wasn't until I got to college that I really started going after it. Double major, marketing and advertising, but I had a minor in drama. And, got hooked on it big time. Then I moved to LA. Everybody's an actor in LA, so it was easy to find classes and places to go and hang out. And because whenever I heard Hollywood Nights by Bob Seger, I think of me. Because I met a girl out there right away who was like definitely one of these girls that knows the Hollywood way. And she just ate me up and spit me out, And I was like, "Oh man, is this what's going to be like out here?" But no, it was always there. The dream was always there. My goal was to get on Johnny Carson. I loved Johnny Carson. He's the last of the great. He's late night host now. I'm sorry. And it's just that Johnny was the best. And by the time Hercules rolled around, I was 3 months too late. I got on Jay Leno, but I just missed Johnny Carson.
You've been on a lot of really good talks. I mean, you've been on Conan O'Brien, you've been on Howard.
Yeah, I've done a lot of those shows with Howard. Yeah, Howard's interesting. Howard's a great guy. He's smart. It's all an act. I mean, once the mic's off, to talk to this guy, he's a smart dude. I don't think people realize how much this guy's got the ball.
I think he's one of, if not the best interviewer.
It's an act. It's all an act, and he's parlayed it into quite a fortune. So, but did you ask a question?
I just want to say thank you.
That was it. I answered. You look lovely, by the way.
Did you start off with doing commercials at all?
I did. I'm one of the few actors that I know in Hollywood that never had to work on a job. I went out there because Minneapolis is headquartered to Target, Best Buy, Dairy Queen, Pillsbury, General Mills. There's so many major headquarters business. I did a lot of college commercials during my college years, so I already had that all-important SAG card. I had a great reel already, so it's easy for me to get an agent out there commercially, so I got one of the best ones. And I've shot well over 150 commercials in my life. And you guys, if you saw some of my commercial reels, I should actually put some of them together at Comic-Cons because people get a kick out of those.
100% sure.
And you know, here you guys, okay, we're in Wisconsin, so you guys like your beer. I've done like 15 beer commercials. So Anheuser-Busch loved me. They put me in all their like their, you know, Bud Dry was like a big thing back in the 80s and stuff, and Bud Light and all that kind of
Did you
stuff,
ever
and
do any of the
Michelob.
Crazy commercials in Japan? 'Cause I know
I
that,
did. I did. Are you from Japan originally? They're just weird commercials. They're weird, but they paid really well. So, and then when I shot Hercules in New Zealand, the number of from Kevin Costner to God, I mean, just so many Pacino, all these actors you wouldn't know. They get paid like millions of dollars for these commercials overseas that you don't know about here, that they would never do. Like Julia Roberts, you know, and a very really sexy shampoo commercial. You know, a lot of skin showing and stuff. I'm sure they paid her millions to do it. And then, you know, but you never come back here. And I was like, oh, look at this.
I've seen some of them, and they're very mesmerizing. Even though I have no idea what's
Yeah.
going on. They're
Well, Europe does some weird ones too. I spent time over in Europe and shot commercials, and I lived in Germany for a while, and in Paris, and
You've been all over, though. I mean,
I've traveled a lot. I've been fortunate.
is there a country you haven't been to that you would like to go to?
I would like to get over to. I would love to see like Vietnam and you know places like that over there, because it's supposed. I've heard Vietnam, the beaches are supposed to be like just ridiculous and amazing, and you know, get over there one day. I spent obviously 7 years in New Zealand. I spent about 2 years in Australia shooting movies there.
Yeah.
And they're great, you know, they're beautiful countries. So I think the more you travel, the more you like to travel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, and I travel a lot. So
I agree with you.
I'm a Moorhead State alumni.
Go Dragons, man.
So I'm just wondering if you had any good stories from Moorhead.
We both went to Moorhead State, University of Fargo
Not at the
Moorhead.
same time.
All I know is I said, why am I up here? It's even colder than Minneapolis. What was I thinking, you know? No, I had a great time up there. There was one time, it was so cold, it was like 30 below, 40 below, zero. And it was a Saturday night. We'd always drink these little pony packs because we're cheap and get a little buzz gun before we go out to the bar, so we don't spend as much money. And it was so cold out, I had my head down. We're running to the car. You know, you're outside, you got your head down and you just run. And we're running pretty fast, and I wasn't paying attention. And there was a parked car, and boom, right over my knees, right into the front. I face planted right into the hood. And all I thought was, that's just stupid.
I imagine you left a dent in the car.
Oh, man. It was, you know, while you're in college, you do stupid things, you know. So.
Did you ever go to like Ralph's Bar, or was that even there?
Mick's office was the big sports hangout. If you were a female and showed up at Mick's office, you weren't there to not be bothered. So the Trader and Trapper was the big hangout. The TNT, that's gone. Well, Minnesota's just crazy with it. I mean, they're turning into California with the tax and everything. I mean, so I spoke at my alma mater a couple of years ago, and you go right across the Red River into Fargo, and Fargo's just exploding and growth, buildings going up and stuff. And then half the stuff that I used to hang out with in Moorhead were all closed down and gone. And I said, this isn't good. Well, they said, screw it, we'll go to North Dakota. Oh, you can yell, we'll figure it out. Go for it.
Go ahead.
Do you enjoy your career?
I do enjoy my career. I've been very lucky. Hercules was supposed to just be 5 2-hour movies originally. And, but I knew by the third movie it was going to be series. Because we had a really good chemistry. Michael Hurst and I played Aeolus. And there was something happened in a scene, and the crew just started cracking up, and we started cracking up, and I said to Michael, just on the side, I said, I bet you they make this a series. We're going to hear they're going to make this a series. And I talked to my manager about a week later and told her that. And she thought, oh, who told you that? I said, no one. I said, Beverly, I just think it's going to be a series. A couple weeks later, they said, after the 5th movie, you're just going to stay here. We're going to go right into a series. So it's pretty cool. So thank you for the fans of that, because that really started the career going. That was, I mean, without that, I wouldn't have gotten Andromeda. And I just finished my 59th movie. I'm about to start my 60th. I leave in a week for I leave for Florida